Let me tell you a story. An ancient tale passed down generations and remembered by all as the greatest ever Egyptian triumph. How Koshary was really invented. Long ago in Europe, the Italians discovered a rare breed of a feathered animal. They called it the chicken. They found out that this chicken creature can eject strange white orbs from its posterior. When cracked, these orbs, eggs they named them, produced a yellow substance. The farmers of Italy decided to mix this with their processed wheat, and through trial and error, they invented what was considered at the time to be the pinnacle of food: pasta. The Italians were at their literal golden age. An Egyptian immigrant living in Italy caught wind of the invention of this foodstuff, so he decided to take many samples and return to the sacred land of the pharaohs. The Egyptians were shocked at how good this pasta was. In fact, it was so good that one Egyptian genius stepped up and decided to revolutionize food one more time. He took all the immigrants' samples and combined them into one plate. Then, using the finest rice grown by the banks of the Nile River and the finest tomatoes imported from Saudi Arabia, he created the one dish to rule them all. The Egyptians were even more shocked by this great dish. They asked him what its name is, and he called it. The immigrant was so angry and enraged that this low-life Egyptian took all his pasta and made an abomination that he returned to Italy at once and spread word that the Egyptians are ruining their creation. The Italians raged, their streets filled with angry protesters who demanded that they go to war with the Egyptians. And so the entire population of Italy set across the Mediterranean to Egypt, where they would destroy their dish. With them, they packed huge amounts of the white orbs that the mythical chicken created, as they found that the outer shell was hard and sharp and could be used as a weapon. They sailed across the sea, where they caught the Egyptians by surprise. The Italians burned down any koshary they could find and sought to destroy its culinary inventor once and for all. The inventor, however, also happened to be a military strategist in his spare time. So, using his intellect, he rallied the best Egyptian soldiers together to resist the Italians. A bloody battle was fought, and the Egyptians were outnumbered. But the inventor didn't stop. He commanded the troops to mold the koshary into a shield and pour down boiling tomato sauce on it. The soldiers used these shields to ram the Italians and boil them alive using the tomato sauce. Finally, the Italians returned home. The soldiers rejoiced in a feast of koshary, and in an act of celebration, they took off their shirts and threw them in the air. And thus the shirtless Egyptian army was born, along with the greatest culinary masterpiece to ever bless the land of the Nile. And behind this prosperous time for Egypt was a genius inventor and military strategist who went by the name the Green Pharaoh.